going to speak to you as a professor of history. That's how I'm going to speak to you, as a professor of history. And I'm going to speak to you as an expert in Ejagham history. We have the richest civilization. Recently, Chino Achebe made it very clear that CBD is an Ejagham thing. I stated it in my book. CBD means in Nchebi. It's an Ejagham thing. It's so clear, it is there. We taught our neighbors all this. Then they are now taking it as their own and making it look so. And we are looking small, in spite of how great we are. We should be proud of our identity. You know, there is nothing negative about ethnicity if it is properly channeled. The fact that we are proudly Ejagham does not mean that we hate our neighbors. It means that we are trying to channel our God-given potential and identity and strength and capacity to achieve our purposes. And we have a right to do so. We have a right to do so. Because you cannot extract yourself from who you are, from your identity. Abuses are not just personal, they are also collective. Just as fame is not just personal, it's also collective. If you do well as a child, your family's name will go up. Your ethnicity will go up. If you do badly, the same will happen on the negative side. So we cannot afford to begin to not be proud of who we are. That is why I congratulate these young people for what they are doing. Because what is pushed out there will be taken for true. When I wrote the history of the Ejagham people, I dealt with all those issues, including the fact that the Kwa are the original inhabitants of this area. I didn't go to the gutter with some of those people who were making too much noise. No. I'm a professional historian. I'm not being political. When I'm dealing with history, I'm dealing with facts. So I didn't go into that gutter to begin to make arguments with them. You said this. No, I am saying no. When I talked about the Kwas as the original inhabitants of Calabar, I referred them to all the works of Ford, of Talbot, of all these people, David Nair. So you see the way people protect their own. They protect their own. If people can protect their own like that, why can't we protect our own? And somebody comes to make you to feel shy or afraid of protecting your own, and you cringe. When your civilization is more superior than any other around, why will you cringe? Why are you afraid? In this debate, a lot of people are going back to themselves. You are going to find that Ejagham culture is the richest around here. Ngbe, we are the ones who have and own. And that is the truth. CBD is our own. We are great people. We are part of the Bantu revolution. In fact, we are an integral component of the Bantu revolution. If you study history, you are going to find that the Nigerian-Cameroon border is the epicenter of the Bantu revolution in Africa. And if you study Ejagham migrations and movement, you will see that our people were the very ones who migrated from that center. We are original to the original Bantu. Reflect on who you are. Think deeply. Be proud of your identity. And let us see how we can further ourselves politically and economically. God bless all of you.
Gbeleshi, greetings everyone. I'm happy to come to you again. Over the past week, we have been dealing with the Table of Nations propaganda. We exposed the true origin of Ham, which we learned was from the Ejagham Mfam and the Igbo Oha, and means the people, the masses, the community. We discovered that Shem or Sem finds its roots in the Ibibio and Swahili Sem and Semi, respectively, meaning speech, and the Ibibio Usem, meaning language. And today we will begin our discussion on KUSH. In discussing KUSH, one key word which we must know is Akibansi. You probably have seen us mention Akibansi, which we have always indicated that it means ancestors. We have the Bako monoliths, which also represent ancestors. If you go to Bakola and ask what they call this, they will tell you Akwanshi, which is the same as Akbansi. Akwanshi. You find those very many derivations of Akibansi. From Akwanshi, we had Koshi. Koshi. In fact, I watched a video where the Ethiopians in Israel were being persecuted. Of course, the political Israel, the Zionist state, they do persecute those from Ethiopia who say they are brothers. We are brethren. They persecuted them. And I saw them, they mocked them. They called them Kushi in a mocking manner. Mockingly, they called them Kushi. Kushi. And those mocking the black Israeli Ethiopians are the Caucasian Europeans who call themselves Jews. And they say accepting these black Ethiopians will corrupt their religion. Okay? Now, before it deteriorated to this stage where it became an insult, Kushi. And of course, Kushi became Kush. Before it deteriorated to this state, it was Akibansi. It is Akibansi. Each time it becomes obvious that a certain truth seems to be gaining ascendancy in the minds of the people, those who are always into social engineering and all of that, they make sure that that thing that was good is twisted and corrupted. For example, all of sub-Saharan Africa in ancient times was called the land of KUSH. Today they tell you KUSH means black, but it's a lie. It's referring to Akibansi, Akwanshi. Then by the Greeks it was called Ethiopia. Not that country you call Ethiopia today. In the ancient times, the country you call Ethiopia today was called Abyssinia. Aksum. That's where Aksum, Abyssinia, was. And even Abyssinia, they had to get Akibansi to give power, efficacy to the name. They use it all the time. Abyssinia is from Akibansi. Abyssinia. Aksum is from Akibansi. And then you have Akibansi in so many amazing, great, lofty, magnificent expressions that are being hidden or corrupted or stolen. Of course, if the name is glorious and beautiful, a beautiful heritage, steal it and name another people. But if you go today to the land, and say, what are these? They'll say, Akwanshi, Akibansi, Akibansi, Akibansi. Akba has to do with greatness, the greatest. Aki, the greatest. Architect, the leader builder, the chief builder. Architect. Archangel. King is from the root Aki, which is from Akibansi. The senior, most senior, greatest, Aki. And American brothers is actually Aki. When they say, oh, Aki, is AKI Akibansi. Aki. That's where your ancestry is. That's where your connection is. So, those of you who despise this truth about the origin, our supernatural, glorious origin in sub-Saharan Africa, can you see what you are doing? You are disconnecting yourself from the ancestors. You are disconnecting yourself from this ancestral lineage and power. Because those who taught you were your enemies. But they knew these truths and used them. Akaba. That's Arabic for the greatest. Aki. Aki. So when next you call your brother Aki, know where it came from. It's not Paleo Hebrew. Whatever it is, Paleo Hebrew, whatever language, whether you hear Aki anywhere, they got it from Akibansi. Akibansi. There is a lot to talk about KUSH that we cannot exhaust in one day. A lot. A lot. Each of the parts of Akibansi have a specific mission to accomplish. And even the full combination of these various parts describes a mission to accomplish on our behalf on the earth. That's how I got to know. That's how I got to know that something is happening new. Something new is one of the signs. Yah will open your eyes. He says, they shall call and say, blessed is he who comes in the name of Yah. 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 Even that name, E, is from Eor, the breath of Yah. E, they put it there. They put it everywhere. Isho. Yah. Usha. E has to be there. Isa is there. Aki. E is there. Sound is very important. You get to know when you see people play about these things, they will rather argue and fight about a letter. That's why I no longer write Yah as Y-A-H. No, the H is an indicator that this is Paleo Hebrew, the one we made. This is the one we transcribed. This is our own. This is our label. The spiritual obeys sound. It listens to sound. Yah. E. The expression of E. The breath of the Almighty is Yah. Yah. And guess what? Yah in Ejagham language is yours. Say, oh Yah, take yours. In Igbo language, Yah means you. So you call me Yah. I call you Yah. I say Yah is what comes from you. Yours comes from inside. The expression of creation from you in words and sound is Yah. And he asks, what is his name? What is his name? He said his name is Yah. I am that I am. I am. Iya. It's everywhere. They put it in their writings, they put it in their names, country names, just so they can be successful. They invent something and put it in the technology. You find it everywhere. You find he do invention, he do code, he do everywhere. They put it in their inventions. The high truth is so. KUSH is not what you think. Like Ham, KUSH is not the name of a man with the genealogy. Then you start fighting. Oh, who's KUSH? KUSH gave birth to you. You are struggling with stories that were told. Just recently, it came to my mind. I said, a lot of these things we are discovering. We create images and cartoons and comics and put these things, these truths, send them abroad, send them everywhere. Let it communicate ideas and thoughts, new thoughts, ideas, and possibilities. And then I thought, perhaps this is what some of those ancient people did in writing these various manuals of scripture. Because they express concepts and give genealogies. And tell stories. Look at the name Moses, for example. It's a popular name here. Moshe. It's a popular Bak or Ejagham name. Moshe. It's a popular Bak or Ejagham name. Moshe. And if you look at that name, Moshe means I have passed, I have crossed. Moshe, I have passed, I have crossed. That's what it means. People bear the name Moshe, everywhere here. Even the name Pharaoh, I will tell you where it came from, but not today. I will tell you. Once you are in it, they keep being unveiled, falling before you like leaves, exposing the fruits, exposing grain. You see it. Look at harvest. You see it. Akibansi. Years ago, I heard a dear Bantu brother use the word Akibansi as he blessed his followers. And I laughed. I said, Akibansi. That's Akibansi. It means exactly the same thing. Akibansi. I said collectively, Aki, like for instance, if I can tell you, call your brother for me. Ejagham. Call your brother for me. And then you reply, Akiba, he is coming. You see how we use it? Akiba. Nki in Bak or Ejagham language means I am. If you say Nkiba, it means I am coming. Okay? It informs action. I am. Alright? So that is what those who wrote about ancient Sumerian history and those stories called the god Enki. It means I am. Nki, I am. Aki, Nki, I am doing something. I am. Nki, I am doing something. Nki, Nkiba, I'm coming. So Akiba, he is coming. You see? Okay. So Akibansi, he is coming to see. To save. He is coming to save. He is coming to the earth to save. They are coming to save. Akibansi, he is coming to save. They are coming to the earth to save. Where you see Nsi or she or sha, it means save. They are used interchangeably. Si, that's like you have isi as head in Igbo. You have ishi as head in Ejagham. Si and she. You have a beautiful vegetable they call utazi in Igbo. You have utashi in Ejagham. You have utasi in Efa. You see, the same plant. Akwanshi.
Wa is come in some languages around this cross river area. The same thing with be. Be is also come, like you have in Akubenisha. He is coming with salvation.
Akwanshi. He is coming to save. They are coming to save. They are coming. This truth is opening the doors for ancestors to come in. That's how salvation will come. They will come and they will save and they will deliver. And it has started already. You are just getting the announcement. So you become aware. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah. Hallelujah. Yeah. All praises. Yeah. Akibansi. Yeah. Akibansi is the greatest. So when you say we are not part of West Africa, nothing connects us with West Africa, you are deceiving yourself. It's all one people. Go, you find Kwa Zulus. You have Kwa. What is Kwa? You have Kwa Ejagham because they spell that one Kwa. You think it's different from Qua. It's the same. It's the deceit. I told you it is the sound that matters. The sound. Kwa Zulu.
Someone mentioned Quas among the Bantus. Quas. Okay, if you happen to know of the Quas, Quas among the Bantus, kindly indicate. Thank you.
And then you have Kwa Ejagham. Qua, the same Qua Ejagham. And those ones they call themselves Aken. Aken. That's what they call themselves, Aken. So Aki is Aken. Akin means my kin, my brother. That's where kindred came from. Akin means brother, related. Can you see? So this is your connection, and this is salvation. Oh, with that I'll say Gbeleshi.